Hoda and Mansoor and Supani and Sal. And we'll survey people about what Portlanders do in their leisure time. So, have you ever seen someone that dislike leisure time? Someone that don't have any hobbies? So I don't think it's more possible, because the leisure time is the time when you have to do fun activities and relax and reduce stress with your friends alone. And you can go to beautiful places and relax in gardens and other places. And in Portland especially, we have a lot of natural and forest and hiking and other places that you can do this kind of activities. And the purpose of our survey was discover what Portlanders do in their leisure time and what are their hobbies and how much time they spend doing this. Now, Salim will explain a little more about what Portlanders do in the leisure time.
Yeah, hi. Actually, I want to talk about the definition for leisure time. It's the time when you are free of work and duty. So you have a space of time to do whatever you want. Hobbies can describe like something that you enjoy to do, in fact. And when you have a time, it means that if you get a chance to do this, you will likely do it. For example, playing a specific sport, and hiking, and reading, and climbing, whatever you like. In order to understand better the Portlanders' life, our survey had been focused on determine how Portlanders used to spend their time. And the relevant vocabulary is free time, spare time, and reduced time. And Subhani will talk about the demography.
We collect the demographic information from people we survey. The data include the gender, age, nationality, and status. We found that there were 11 women and 14 men, totally 25 people. And the bigger age group was 18 to 72 years old. And most of the nationality, our survey was American. And also the status, most of the status was employee. This graph shows about the age range versus frequency of Portland. Again, we saw is different another age range. Age range, the bigger group is 18 to 22 years old. We start this slide. We explain our method. This slide explain our method for conducting survey. We start to introduce ourselves and we explain why we do this survey, and we start question and have the answer. After that, we correct the data. Also, most of the interview we interview at the Starbucks, Park Bar, Bumel Hall, and McDonald's. That's why the age range, the age group 18 to 22 years old. Yeah, and why we use those demographics in our survey, because we want to collect more data in order to organize and identify some factor correlate or not. Next, Huda, you present about the result from our survey.
Hi everyone. I'll talk about the result of the survey. Most of the interviews have a hobbies, and the top 3 activities that they like to do in their free time are hanging out and sleeping and watching TV. Included in the other activities that they like to do in their free time are exercising and reading. When we ask them about why they like to do that, the main reasons that they answered are relaxation, happiness, and being stressless. We asked them about how much time they spent in their free time, and they said a few of them said that they spent less than 2 hours, and most of them said that they spent between 3 to 6 hours, and a little bit they spent more than 6 hours. So next, Mansoor will talk about the conclusion.
Okay. Well, in conclusion, that we find that Portlandese love and know how to spend their leisure time. And they usually spend from 3 to 6 hours, as you see. Well, their activities could be hobbies or even not hobbies. They like to spend their free time with something that makes them relax. Sometimes it's a hobby, sometimes it's not. Well, the reason, as Huda said, that the reason that they liked their hobbies or their activities, it was their way to be more relaxed, and that made them happy. The 3 patterns that we noticed that no matter what the hobby they like, they always have another hobby. So they have more than one hobby. Sometimes it's 3 or more. And the most common hobby was hanging out, and I think reading and exercising also with hanging out. They spend a lot of time on their hobbies, as I said, that 3 to 6 hours, and it was their way to relax, and they love to do it in their leisure time. And the thing that I like about Portlanders, that they did the most important 2 things that I think is their brain and their body. They like to read, so they're nourishing their brain. And they like to exercise, so they're staying healthy. And that's the way that spend their leisure time, and I gotta say I love the Portlandese already. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Question, someone who has not yet asked a question? Fine.
What the problem that your group faces when you do your survey?
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I don't have the problem, but some I think I prepare something before to the people, before interview the people. For example, we understand, we should explain them why we do this survey, because I think in American they want to know why. If they don't clear understand, we will not answer, and maybe something wrong and not like another choice is not my choice, it's our choice. We should explain them why we do this one, and should ask them about, do you have can you give time for me 10 or 5 to 10 minutes or not? Or yeah, we should ask them first, and if we are available, okay, we continue. Yeah.
So did you do that, or that's what you would do next time?
No, we did.
We did that.
Yeah, we
And you
did
think that was successful during
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
We didn't have any problem because they answers are they have time and all of them answers about our question. So,
If you say, oh no, I don't have the time, I'm busy, I want to do something, okay, we find another person.
I think that we are the same too, as doing the survey, we don't have problems because the people, as the other would say, the people in Portland are very kind and patient, and they understand what we're saying. And if they don't understand, they ask. So it was a very comfortable for us to do the survey. But as a group, doing the PowerPoint and the results, we have a little problem because in the middle of the way, we thought that some questions are the same, but then they became divergent, and they became again the same, and we need to discuss a little more about what we were doing. But in the end, thank God, we come up with a good way to show you our results.
Yeah. The second piece of report, you mentioned the definition of the leisure time. Yes, I think about what is the accurate definition of the leisure time. It's only not work time.
what?
Is the accurate definition for leisure time?
Accurate definition of work time.
I think it's the free time that you have to do something. It's got to be like more than 3 hours, because you could have a break on 3 hours, not leisure time exactly. But I'm not sure, but that's what I think. But I think if we go back to the dictionary, maybe it will tell us it's any free time. So, but we based it on that it's your free time as weekends or more than 3 hours. That the time you have free, you don't have to work or anything.
I have one more question. When you were referring to your number of hours of leisure time, was that per day?
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it per day or per week?
Yeah, a day.
For the day.
Yes, per day,
Yes, yes.
when they do the leisure time.
The leisure time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because in our survey, we have the question about how often they do the hobbies. So it's most days, some days, and based on this, we found that they like to spend more than 2 hours. We
Yeah, and-
found some guy who likes to hang out with his friends in shopping more than 6 hours, and we think, oh my God, he really like to do shopping.
And does he have a job?
Oh no,
Or is he
now-
a student?
Oh yeah, he's a student.
Yeah,
So,
most of them students.
yeah, so we have a lot of fun doing this survey there.
Anything else to add?
No, she said it all. Yeah.
All right, let's give them another round of applause. Let's give